thought to myself, I've got to stay alive for these two girls.
Yeah.
One day I just lay on my bed and I said, if you're listening, I will help as many people as I can. Just let me stay alive for my daughter. And I'm not joking. The very next day, my friend, he came and sat on my bed crying, talking about his dad, and I thought to myself, you started already. So that's a project I'll always live with me. And as part of that project, in 2006, I won the BBC Unsung Hero Award as well. So, yeah, I keep forgetting these achievements. It's because, like...
Okay, we're going to apologise because at some point, What's probably going to join us?
The cat.
Yeah, because he can't be tamed. He's supposed to be sleepy because he's just been to the vet. But this isn't about him. This is about Tanvir.
Yeah.
This is Tam. Yeah? That's much nicer.
Do I need to keep looking into the camera as well?
No, I'm just doing the intro bit. You just talk to me if you want. Tell us about yourself. What do you do?
So at the moment, I work for Derby Theatre. The community...
You don't know the title?
No, community project coordinator.
Nice.
Sorry, it's been a long day. It's been a long week. I'm the community project coordinator there. That's what I'm doing at the moment.
So I'm guessing that means you coordinate community projects.
So, well, kind of no.
Oh.
No.
What does it mean?
So community can mean a big different things. It can be the community and the team. So basically I coordinate school visits. I want to come for career days and discovery days.
What, they come to the theatre?
Yeah. And also, I also am responsible for the Eagle Awards. The Eagle Awards, they reward...
Eagles?
Yeah, they reward performers from the amateur community for their performances. That's done really well.
Nice.
From best play, best pantomime, to best newcomer, diversity award and stuff like that. Yeah. And also, I'm also responsible for the creative ambassadors. And you are a creative ambassador.
I am.
You are.
You hooked me in and said, come do this. And now I'm doing it.
Threw my fishing rod into the water, into shallow waters, and there you were. I caught a shark.
Yeah, I'm a shark. Nice. Well, we went to see little
more like baby shark.
Yeah. Okay, a baby shark.
Little shark horrors. Yeah, and it's great, isn't it?
It was great. So I look forward to doing more.
No spoilers.
No spoilers, but it was fantastic. Can you remember the first question?
Yeah,
I'm doing a good job of interviewing.
The first, yeah. You could be like the next Cilla Black.
That sounds quite stressful. I don't think I'd like that.
No. The first question was, what is your favourite project?
What is your favourite project? Have you had to think about it since I sent it to you?
It's a difficult question to answer.
Why?
Because I've done so many different projects.
Yeah.
And I've done so many different projects in different fields, sport, youth, creativity. What would you say an award ceremony is?
Awards. Just narrow it down to that.
So I've done children in need fundraising projects.
That's nice.
So, yeah. When there was a flood back in Pakistan in 2010 and all the houses were destroyed, raised loads of money and then took over and identified areas where to build houses. So I've done
that's amazing.
Fundraising and I don't know what the word is for it, but yeah. So
it's humanitarian.
Humanitarian work. Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know that about you. I mean, we only met. Yeah, when did we meet?
We met at Thrive.
Was that in March?
March, yeah.
That's not been long at all. I feel like I've known you a long time now. I think you just have that vibe.
I mean, my favourite creative project after it's done, it could be the one that we're doing with your paintings.
It could. I'm looking forward to that. Are we calling it word art? Because I quite like that.
You could call it whatever you want to call it.
That's a nice project.
We've got 13 people who are poets and musicians.
And rappers.
And we're going to write to your paintings, aren't we? And I've got a young harpist who's going to play the harp.
I'm so excited for that. How old is she?
She is 12.
12. Yeah, maybe that will be our favourite. I think so, because I've done all the bits for it now. It's all up to you guys to write the poems and to make the music.
Writing a poem don't take long. But coming back, so which field do you want me to suggest in regards to my favourite project?
What's the first one that came into your head when you read the question anyway?
So a project that was really close to my heart, even though it was work and not my voluntary work, was the BBC Make a Difference Awards.
Yeah.
So the BBC Make a Difference Awards rewards those that go above and beyond in their community, something that I do all the time. So something very personal to me. So I kind of was very enthusiastic about that kind of work because I was rewarding people who've done so much in their communities, like it was Best Volunteer, Best Community Group, Bravery Award.
Did they know they were getting the award?
No, so basically what you do is there's a whole nomination process. So the public send in the nominations. You have round 1 judges where we narrow it down to 4 finalists per category. Then you go to round 2. And round 2, we have celebrity judges who pick their winners. And then you have the award ceremony, which you have to organize as well. And then the winners are picked, and it's quite emotional. There was one year where in our Bravery Award, we had two young children who had died and passed away, very sadly. And they were in the Bravery Award, so we had to have a joint finalist. So it was a very emotional ceremony.
Where did you do the ceremony?
That particular ceremony was at Pride Park, Derby County Football Club. There's so many different projects. I mean, when I set up the Normanton Sports Association, it was after 9/11 when there was a lot of tensions in the community. So I set it up in the inner city so that we can ease community tension, we could create understanding, and we can overcome stereotypes. And at one stage we had 16 teams in one season. But we started as just like a football club, cricket club, but they developed into elite sports people. So we had some really good football teams in the end.
That's so cool.
And I ran that club for 16, 17 years.
That's
on a voluntary basis. And me myself, at some stages, I was managing 3 teams. So Saturday morning, Sunday afternoons. Yeah.
How do you do all of that?
That was. I mean, I did stop in like 2017.
Yeah.
I kind of stopped that.
Did it sort of just escalate as you were doing it all, or was it like
it just escalated?
Where it was going to go?
No. I think sometimes when you put something a lot into something, other people want to be part of it.
Yeah.
So I'd stop people I knew and said, "Do you want to join the revolution?"
And then to learn about it, that makes people want to go, you know what? Yeah, I think I'll do that.
A lot of people put in a lot of hard work into running those football teams, because a lot of those kids, their parents never used to get involved.
Yeah.
So we'd have to escort them and everything. So there's a lot of hard work in it.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a football club like other football clubs, there's more than that. And it's all about developing young people into mature members of society as well, and keeping them away from substance abuse and stuff like that. So that's a project I'll always live with me. And as part of that project, in 2006, I won the BBC Unsung Hero Award as well. So, yeah. I keep forgetting these achievements. It's because, like, I don't...
It just happens.
Yeah, and when you're neurodivergent, you don't really process things.
No, or you're just living in the moment.
Yeah. Hey, why is your cat really... Come on, chill. Bob,
down.
Bob.
Chill out.
Bob, stop licking me.
It's you. He's trying to settle in your lap.
But there's no food in my hand.
I know. We're
being catnapped.
We're being catnapped.
It was going to happen, didn't it?
It was going to happen.
Probably you put 2 neurodivergent people in the room.
100%.
Yeah, I've got a lot of different favourite projects. I mean, Real Talk is a great project.
Yeah.
The men's group, the Neurodiverse Cafe. I think the biggest difference I'm making is in the Neurodiverse Cafe in my eyes.
Yeah. What do you think the main thread that connects them all together, apart from it being you that's doing it? Do you think there is a thread that connects them all?
The thread is that there are people there who need help.
Yeah.
And there's a lack of mainstream services out there for a lot of people. So my most important thing also is not just about providing a platform for people to get information and signpost them to a certain thing, but it's also bringing different people together from different backgrounds.
Yeah.
So it's only when you do that, when you diversify rooms, when people understand and learn from each other, Yeah. And that's when they think, oh yeah, he's not a terrorist, is he? You know what I mean?
Oh, it turns out he's actually a decent dude.
Well, Muslims are alright, aren't they?
A terrorist? Yeah. Fantastic. Oh,
yeah, it's actually more. It's actually a lot more than that. In regards to, like, some people have never met Asian people or black people before, really associated with them. So that kind of something. There's some people who've never had friends, from different, like, let's say homosexuality people who are disabled. Now they're making friends and associating with these people. Think, getting to know that everybody's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool. You're an agent of change, if I may say so.
An agent, yeah.
An agent. An agent of change. Okay. I said an agent.
I know, I said agent. You notice your cap first, me to you.
Yeah, I see. What were the biggest challenges you faced? So we've talked about a lot of projects, but what do you find challenging about those kind of big projects, even though they're your favourite?
Well, the biggest challenge is always, for example, when you're doing things like running a football club, it's getting help from other people, like the parents, getting the parents involved, getting them to bring the kids.
What is it? What's the barrier? Like, why are they saying no, or why are they not getting involved?
Because a lot of those children, the parents were like, had work or weren't really interested in the kid playing football and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The funny thing, it was never money.
Yeah.
It was never money, which is, never been a barrier. I mean, you get, like, obviously when you're running a football club, you also get the bureaucracy with the football association. You also get racism from other football teams, and there's many incidents. Barriers in regards to projects. I mean, I can't really think of many because I'm very good at overcoming the barriers. I like to put on things for free, you see, just like Real Talk, the Neurodiversity Cafe, the men's group. Or if you're going to go out for a meal, just get the cheapest possible.
Yeah.
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 Do good deals. And I don't know, there's no real barriers. I think that once you've got the drive inside you to make something happen, you're going to make it happen. I mean, one of the barriers can be, because obviously when you've got ADHD, you want to do things quickly, don't you?
Yeah.
Other people are a bit slow. I can't do that. And I learned a very important lesson from a very young age. If you're going to do something, do it yourself.
Yeah.
And that's one thing, when I do the project, I'm better off just being on my own and doing it. Leave me and
just being in charge of all
Trust
of it.
me, it's going to be great.
So the challenges are delegate. I was about to say diversify. No, we've got enough diversity.
We've got a lot of diversity in this in this episode of Zoe's blog so far.
Thank you.
What's it actually called?
ZDAAPodcast. So I've got Zoe Deviant photography.
That was a really creative name for your podcast.
Why? What would you call it?
I'd call it something like,
Go on, come up with something better right now.
Something creative.
Something creative.
Creative sparks.
Creative sparks.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe we'll get to, I don't know, this might be episode number 5, so maybe by the time we get to episode 10, it'll have a better name.
Oh, maybe
That was the thing.
You might think of one straight away after my interview.
This is the thing. It was the whole ADHD thing. I've got to get it done now because I want it to just start, and then even if it's not the best, then one day it'll get to where it's meant to be.
Call it the Sleeping Cat Podcast.
Sleeping Cat Podcast. You're going to come up with something better now for me.
I am now.
Taken away in there.
Not at the moment. But
I look forward to hearing it. We got to number 3. How do you push through on a hard day? Because you're up to so much stuff. So when you have a hard day, either mentally or stressfully or just a really rough day, how do you push through? What keeps you driven? When you
come to my age, which is nearly 50, right, and you've not learned to balance your life, and you've not learned how to deal with the stresses that you have or deal with the inconvenience that come in your way, then you've done something seriously wrong in your life, and you just seriously self-reflect and never sit down with yourself and never sit down with your ego and think to yourself, oh, hang on.
What have I done here?
Why am I not knowing how to know what's good for me? I mean, one of the things that when you've got ADHD or you're neurodivergent, you don't process things, yeah? And when you don't process things, you kind of don't feel stressed there and then. Yeah. It kind of comes afterwards, doesn't it?
It catches up with you a wee later.
And then when it all does build up, then just have a day off. And then obviously I've got people I can talk to. With me, humour, laughing and taking the piss out of someone really makes me feel more cheerful.
Takes you out of the bubble a little bit if you can laugh about it and step backwards and look in and go, okay, it's serious, but it's not that serious.
Because what it is, there's certain people who will wind up and I'll laugh at myself because I find it so funny. I mean, they won't, but at least I find it funny. It makes me feel better. But I have got some good friends who kind of realise that, and they're just very patient with me because they know I do a lot for a lot of people, I guess.
Probably, yeah. If you weren't doing that, you might not get away with it.
Then I wouldn't need to. It can be hard, when you're doing so much and you're working so much and you got all this voluntary work. It can be hard. You just got to know how to switch off. Yeah.
Like when you get in from a day, what do you do to switch off then?
So, what I'll just do is just lay in front of the TV and just watch TV. That helps me switch off. Yeah. And I'll watch any nonsense. Yeah. But then you get a phone call from someone who's stressed out and upset about something, and you can't really say, oh, yeah, I don't want to listen to you. Can you?
Well, it depends what they're upset and stressed about, if they're able to put it on hold or not.
Well, clearly, if they could have, they wouldn't have rang you. Because at the end of the day, not everybody's as strong-minded. Everybody's different. You know what it is? It's all psychological, isn't it? Because it's all how you can deal with what's happened in your childhood or the trauma and the triggers that you face. You need to learn to control them. And it's all what you feed your brain, Zoe. And people say it's not that simple. It is. If you're going to tell yourself that you're anxious, instead of telling yourself you're nervous, what kind of effect is that going to have on your brain?
I know what you mean.
If you say, I'm just feeling a bit sad now, or if you tell yourself I'm depressed.
But what if you are depressed?
But you might just be sad. But you keep telling yourself you're depressed, you're going to feel depressed, aren't you? You manifest it. And some people are depressed, yes.
Yeah.
And then they do need to go and get the help that they can get and find the coping mechanisms and things to overcome that. And there are things that would overcome it. Sometimes you're depressed because you think your life situation is not going to change, but it always changes.
Yeah.
And at that certain point of time, it may not feel like that, you may not feel that way, but if you're irritated by every rub, how will your mirror be polished? Rumi lies, yeah.
Oh, damn.
And you have to also remember the wound is where the light enters you, and you only drown if you stay in the water. And it doesn't matter if you can't swim, just stand up.
You have all of these ready to go at all times.
Just Rumi.
Yeah, I know.
You know what it is? Life is always going to throw boulders at you.
Yeah.
And if you live in a glass house, you're going to smash your windows, aren't you?
Is that one Rumi or is that one you?
That's not Rumi. Just don't live in a glass house. Build a brick wall. Build a wall around yourself, protect yourself.
Yeah.
Be strong. And it's difficult being strong,
Have you always been like that? Or did it take time to
I think I have, because when I was young, a very dysfunctional childhood and a lot of bad stuff going on, I think I just created a bubble for myself.
Yeah.
And I think that bubble protected me. But then after a while, life catches up on you. There's only so much distracting you can do, and your bubble bursts.
Yeah.
And then you can't escape the consequences, can you? And that's when you've got to think, I need to get my shit in order. Yeah.
Get your shit together.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've fallen. And there was times where I felt so low, and at one time I had to metaphorically slap myself, get myself out of it. And then suddenly the words of Rumi came back to me. I thought, oh my God, Rumi, you've always been there. It's been very philosophical, this interview.
I'm happy with that, as long as you are.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm like the weather, you never know what you can expect.
This one's going to intrigue me because you've just told me how you push through. So when do you know when it's time to take a break then? Like what are your tells?
It's time to take a break when your body's really tired.
Yeah. Like what kind of tired? Because everyone experiences.
Your eyes are hurting, you feel drained. Because when you are neurodivergent, you do feel drained, don't you?
Yeah, 100%. It's like, yeah, my eyes start to shut down quite literally.
See, what it is, what it is, telling yourself stuff to your brain and being strong can also have a bad effect on you as well. Because
I'm glad you said it.
When I was diagnosed with cancer back in 2013, I kind of trained my brain to think I haven't got cancer. So I kind of didn't process it, what I was going through.
Yeah.
Until I actually started working for the BBC. Working for the BBC really exposes your vulnerabilities in so many ways, especially when you're not a journalist and you're like an imposter in the office. And it really, and then I started thinking about my cancer and what I went through, and thinking about how on earth did you go through that? I processed it 5 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5, 6 years later. That's a long time to process something. And even the doctors say to me sometimes, well, you've never really processed your cancer battle and you're depressed. Like, I'm not depressed.
You can't tell me I'm not.
I don't do the D word. I want to see a neurologist, and the neurologist says, oh, you're depressed. Like, I'm not depressed. Stop saying that.
Why? What would it mean if you were? Is that a moral failing to be depressed?
It's not a moral failing, but I'm not depressed. If I was depressed, I wouldn't be able to do the things that I do. I wouldn't do all these projects, would I? I wouldn't be able to get out of bed, really.
I think it can look different on different people.
You're right, but depression would consume me in some way, wouldn't it?
Yes, I think so. So it's time to take a break when your body is tired. What about your brain?
Yeah, brain's always tired. So.
Brain's always tired.
Yeah, it's always tired.
So you're pushing through and you're tired, but
it gets more difficult when you get older. Your memory's not the same. You're not as articulate anymore.
My memory's never been that great.
I know.
I've got no hope then, have I?
No. The hope that you have got is the one that you instill within your heart for the faith that you have.
You always got it ready.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. I always know when it's time to take a break, when I start to feel like I'm getting a cold, even when I'm not. And then
also, when you stop in the middle of the road, it's time to take a break, right?
Why? You've been stopping in the middle of the road?
You say when you're walking and you stop sometimes, suddenly.
Well, yeah, because I'm having a break, just not in the middle of the road.
I know, yeah. I mean, even
in the middle of a path, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, you could be crossing the road and stop.
Or I could be at Dovedale waiting for you to slow down. The fastest man in the world.
Not only were you slow in Dovedale, which is fine, it's because you kept stopping to take photographs.
I did.
Yeah, that was the real reason, wasn't it? Because there was another lady with the walking stick as well, wasn't there? But she got a lot further.
Well, she might just be a bit faster than me, and that's fine. I did get some good photos though, didn't I? You've seen them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't like the one of me.
I like that one.
Well, I don't.
You won't let me paint you either, so.
I know you can paint me.
Oh, I can now.
Not yet. Yeah, whenever you're ready. Yeah.
Oh, all right then.
But just I can't stay in one place. You're gonna be okay with that.
Yeah. What made you say yes to the first creative opportunity that you did? So, have you always been a creative person? Like, what was the first thing that you did that made you go, yeah?
I can't remember my first creative. I mean, what was it? Was it the first time I did a poetry contest?
Maybe.
Was it the first time I set up a poetry page on Instagram? It's got 12.7 thousand followers who do write with prompts and stuff like that. I don't remember what my first creative opportunity was. Was my first creative opportunity January Beat the Blues event that I started, where during January, where people suffer from seasonal affective disorder, we go around and we take to entertain different people.
So you can't remember, which is fine.
So my poetry, I used to write in school, and I was okay at it, but now to take it seriously. And then at university, I used to write and get published in magazines. And then I had loads of journals, but then somebody burnt those journals. So I kind of stopped for years, and something inside me died. I hadn't spoken to my father in 4 years, and my brother rang me because my dad had cancer, and he was practically dying at a stroke. He needed to come and see Dad. He's on his way out, and he couldn't talk. I went to see him. It was I couldn't talk or anything. He couldn't communicate. Obviously, it was a very upsetting situation. At one stage, he grabbed my hand and put it to his mouth. And I think that's when I realized the act of forgiveness. Rumi says, beyond the ideas of right and wrong, there is a field. Meet me there. So basically, two people need to meet somewhere and have a compromise. And the big problem that we have is that people don't look at themselves, so they blame each other. So we need to look at other people's stories and stuff like that. And then when my dad died, something inside me became alive. Rumi came back and the spirit came back. And that's when I started writing in 2010, but not showing anybody.
What do you think little you, so I'm talking like, you know, when they're in school and they're like, what do you want to be when you're older, that kind of age. What do you think little you would say about all the stuff you do now?
He'll say, I thought you wanted to be a cowboy.
Did you want to be a cowboy?
I loved cowboys in primary school, but really the cowboys that were the bad guys and the Indians were the good guys. The cowboys were the bad guys and the Indians were the good ones. Yeah, Trail of Tears is when the native Indians were forced to move from one part of America to another part of America. Oh. Loads of them died because of the Europeans getting all the disease.
I didn't know it was called that.
But yeah, anyway. So he would say, wow, the teachers were wrong, weren't they? Teachers say I'm never make anything on myself, but I had ADHD. I didn't know, did I?
What were you like as a kid?
Really short attention span, really immature. Yeah, it was difficult because there's no father figure. When a young boy's got no father figure, it can be difficult.
Yeah. So you think that he'd probably be astounded
He'd be like, wow.
If you read off your CV?
He'd be like, wow, how do you
do that?
Everything's going to be all right. See?
Yeah.
Everything's
going to be all right. Yeah, I think. And you didn't get a chance to go back and say that. So it's just waking up and doing it every day.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Get on with it.
Do you think he would have even considered, did you think he wanted to be creative? Was he a creative boy?
He was good at telling stories.
Good at telling stories, yeah.
All Geminis are, though, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so. What do you wish more people knew about the process behind your work?
That isn't a process.
That is not a process?
That is no process.
What do you mean by that?
I just get on with it. I don't know. Is there a process? I don't know what my process is. My process is basically just bringing people together.
Yeah.
I get really excited when an idea comes up and I say, yes, let's get it done.
I think I liked that you were on it straight away with, when we were starting for word art and things, you were like, you just call me. We barely knew each other and you would just call me. I'm like, hello. No one calls each other these days, I swear.
Yeah, but you're Generation Z. You're not Generation Z, are you?
No.
You're young, innit?
I think I might be a millennial.
Probably, but you're young, and because you're young, you don't call. Calling each other is so much easier than texting.
I do agree, 100%. I think you just get it done in the moment then, don't you? But
to be honest, the process for that was, I don't know what, I think I met you at Thrive, didn't I? And then I saw that you do your painting, and I thought to myself, how can I help sewing?
And it is,
and I thought to myself, I know what I'll do. I will do a project where people write, because I've got loads of contacts for creatives, I'm going to write and do this. And people rarely say no, which is good.
It's a good thing as well.
And connecting. I love connecting people.
It's really beautiful.
Bring the room together of creative people, and that's
how nice was that as well when we were all sat around that table.
Yeah,
they're really lovely people, and that's, I think the world needs more of those kind of people.
Yeah,
you don't meet a lot of them, so it's nice when.
Yeah, I mean, they've still got a while to. When is it August or September?
September 7th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. I ain't got to do anything though, have I?
No.
I just got to show up
With your paintings.
Yeah, but I think most people have written their stuff by now anyway.
Yeah,
it'll be good.
I don't know. I haven't.
Well, you're a last minute man, I feel.
I am a last minute man. I need to get the harpist to do her music, and then can do it.
I think I'm going to cry my eyes out.
I think you will.
The first time I watched you perform.
Well, you might not because you're on medication. You're all right.
Well, maybe I'll just not take it for the day because of reckless, innit? No, I cried my eyes out the first time I watched you perform your poetry.
Cried a little bit.
No, I did cry a lot.
Oh.
I was sitting in the dark. How do you know? I was drawing. No, it was beautiful.
You were taking quotes, weren't you? Mm-hmm. Thank you.
When's the last poem you wrote?
It's been a while now.
How long a while?
About a month.
A month?
Yeah.
That's fair. You have been busy though.
I've got poems in my head, I just need to write them.
I've got paintings in my head, I just need to paint them. And it's time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Things get busy and then I think things come in seasons.
I think paintings take longer than poems.
Yeah. I don't know.
It depends.
Do you tweak yours afterwards?
No.
Once they just come out.
Done. Like,
that's
you know,
nice.
putting bread in a toaster, and then once it's toasted, isn't it? Well, is that funny?
Sorry, it's funny. It's just like you write the most beautiful poetry, and you've just likened it to putting bread in a toaster.
Well, poetry is not beautiful; it's melancholic.
There is beauty in melancholy, though, and I think that's the like.
There's a beauty in sadness.
Yeah, I think so.
There's a message in all sadness as well. Can you hear it? You need to listen to that sadness, the pain.
I paint it. Yeah.
You do 100. Paint it, yeah. It's because you can't talk about it. That's why you paint it.
You're outing me
and
now.
And that's why I wanted people to write about you.
Which is also fascinating because people are seeing the paintings in so many different ways. And it's going to be fascinating to see what comes from people because people project onto it as well. And that's just something.
I'll be honest with you, I've completely forgotten which painting Evie chose for me.
Oh, I can't remember which one you said you wanted to do now.
The green one. Some daisies, maybe.
Pushing up daisies.
Probably pushing up daisies.
I think so.
You don't like my names that I have for your paintings?
What? That one's too green.
That's not what the name was.
You call it snot.
Did I?
Yeah.
I like the other. What was the other one that I named? Which one?
Anyway, we're rambling now.
Anyway, we rambled too much. We've done quite well though.
We have done really well.
Yeah, you're controlling your ADHD very well.
Thank you.
Yeah, we've not even gone off on a tangent.
I know. Is there a moment in your creative journey that changed everything for you?
Yeah, battle with cancer.
Yeah, I would imagine.
So, I used to be manage a radio station, and I used to do radio shows as well. So I remember I was about to go to Brazil, and my barber, hairdresser, used to always say to me, "Go check that lump out." I go, "What do you mean? It's fine. I'm going to the gym for 5 times a week. I'm really fit." My legs are really skinny, and I thought to myself, "This checked out." So my doctor referred me to the cancer unit straight away. And I remember when I did the ultrasound, the nurse kept looking at me in a really compassionate way. And I said, "Why are you looking me out for? What are you looking me out for?"
This is not good.
So I went back to the doctor, and the doctor said to me, "Well, got some bad news for you. We thought it was throat cancer, but your cancer's on your throat, neck, voice box, and base of your tongue." Really? I said, "Are you sure? I ain't got cancer." He goes, "No." And when he told me, I just said, "Okay, what's next?" And he looked at me really shocked. He thought I was going to fall apart. I said, "Okay, what's next then?" I never really believed I had cancer. And they go, "Oh, you got to come and do it." I go, "Look, I'm going to Brazil on Monday. I'll see you guys."
I'm going on holiday, mate. Sorry.
I'll see you when I come back. And they go, "Oh, okay, but we're going to put down that you had to have an MRI and had to have something." During the MRI, the nurse left my file. You shouldn't leave a person's file.
Especially when they're
And then when I read it, I thought, "Oh my God.
It's bad.
It's bad."
Yeah.
And then the doctor goes to stage 4 locally advanced. I go, "Oh, okay." And then they said, "We're going to give you the most extreme form of chemotherapy and then radiotherapy." So after all that, about 5 months of treatment, at one stage I couldn't eat anymore, I couldn't talk. So they had to put a pipe in my tummy, but I wasn't putting drinks in my tummy. So the protein drinks were horrible. I put Lucozade in my tummy one night and I didn't sleep. I was hospitalized for a month because someone's supposed to take you to radiotherapy. Someone's supposed to take you to radiotherapy. I used to drive myself to radiotherapy, and my doctor saw me, and he was brilliant. This is Dr. Vijay, and he's my consultant, not the original one. And he said, "I'm keeping you on my ward because you shouldn't be coming to thingy." Yeah. The whole month he kept me on his ward, bless him. But at that time, I just stayed in bed and didn't eat, so I came down to about 5 stone. Yeah. At one stage, he gave me a palliative care leaflet. I said, "Why are you giving me a palliative care leaflet? I ain't dying."
You're getting rid of me.
No, and then my daughters are really young. They're like 9 and 11, and they used to come in with the little brown eyes, and I thought to myself, I've got to stay alive with these 2 girls.
Yeah.
And then one day I just lay on my bed and I said, if you're listening, I will help as many people as I can. Just let me stay alive with my daughters.
Yeah.
And I'm not joking. The very next day, my friend, who's a master of Taekwondo, 5th Dan black belt, he also had cancer as well. He came and sat on my bed crying, talking about his dad, and I thought to myself, you started already. Yeah. And then they just kept coming. And then when I went home, and when you go home after radiotherapy, that's the hardest part, because that's when your mouth is starting to settle again, all the burns. And I couldn't be bothered with the morphine, so I stopped taking the morphine, so I just lived with the pain. And kind of like, people were still contacting me online and stuff like that, and talking to me about their problems. One person was suicidal on the phone to me. Like,
yeah.
So it was really hard because I had no energy, and also I didn't realize it. I was a lot slower. Like, somebody would ask me a question, answer it really quickly, then answer it 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
And I didn't process all that, realize all that, because chemotherapy had a serious effect on me. But anyway, to overcome that, I started writing, and when I go back and look at 2015, the mistakes I used to make in those poems, I started posting online, and then online for me they got really popular. With popularity comes haters as well, especially online in the virtual world. So I kind of did that for a while. Then and then I met someone who did a spoken word night, and I went to a spoken word night and told myself, I could do better than that. And so I wanted to do something that's diverse. So I started Real Talk, because of the diversity, and get people from diversity coming, you know. But a lot of them don't feel comfortable in some poetry nights. They want to go places where they're safe. You know what I mean? So that's why a lot of them start coming to.
Where is it? Where do you do it?
Real Talk is in Dubrek at the moment.
Yeah.
So I started Real Talk. That was like my first open mic night and stuff like that. And then it just grew from there, really. That's 2019 Real Talk started. And then COVID came. And I started an Instagram community, which now has 12.7 thousand followers, which is great, which I'm not on that much. I do prompts now and then. So yeah. What was the question again?
What was the moment that changed everything?
So it's cancer.
The answer was cancer.
Because I nearly lost my voice as well. And then Born was a silent one. That's my pen name first. And then the Poetic Gardener. You know, an idea comes, like when I met you, another idea was, I get excited, let's get it done.
And you get it done and you come through. A lot of the time, people who do have that kind of drive to like come up with loads of ideas don't always have the skills to see it through.
Yeah.
So like actually seeing it through and getting other people on board is fantastic.
And I love doing the events, because the events bring people together, don't they? And come with a shared purpose and a shared goal.
Yeah. I think it's going to be good in September, and then I'm sure there'll be plenty of stuff that we do together in the future as well. Yeah. And also, I think I owe you a painting or something at this point. You have to let me paint you. I'd like to paint you.
Not myself. That's a bit of
You don't want the painting of yourself,
isn't it?
That's what people were all about back in the day.
Yeah, but
hang a massive painting of yourself in your house.
A bit narcissistic.
That's who.
You just want to paint the Pakistani Mona Lisa, metal version.
100%.
Okay.
We'll put a pearl earring. You know,
I won't smile.
Little posy. You don't have to smile.
Okay, we'll see.
I think we've been very serious today.
We are, haven't we?
We are normally quite.
We are. I've noticed that you've been quite laid back and chilled today.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. I'm cool with that. I feel cool with that.
It must be the kitten having
this
effect on you. I don't know if you're kidding. Is a kitten in the? Oh, it is. Yeah. Hey, please look at the cat. Now look at me.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome.
It's been a pleasure.
I'm glad that you answered all my questions, and
Do people normally answer all your questions?
That's such a good point. If people ever wanted to get into contact with you, where would be the best place?
Interesting.
Panic.
They can always contact you, and you can contact me. Tell me who they are, what their
well, they can just follow you.
Is.
If they're interested in looking at your poetry, they can follow you on Instagram.
When they contact me, I let them know what my page is.
Yeah.
I thought I'd be a dark horse a little bit.
You're going to be a dark horse.
Yeah, I like being a dark horse.
So you can't contact Tan at all unless you go through me.
My agent.
I'm an agent
Zoe.
now.
Agent
nice.
Zoe. Agent Zoe.
Should we shake hands or something?
No, we don't need to.
What should we do?
We could say thank each other. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.